My name is Dorit Kashman. I was born in Argentina. I lived in Israel 20 years, and I'm living in California 20 years. I am a Reiki master. I am a spiritual person, and I was introduced last year to an amazing product and company that my sister in Israel, who lives in Israel, introduced to me. I love the product and love the company and love everything, but I thought I'm not good as a businesswoman because I consider myself as a spiritual person, healer. But in February 2011, I was the whole month in Israel for the first international convention of this company, and there, boom, I understood what's going on. I understood that there is no conflict between being a Reiki master, being a healer, and trying to help people with health and wealth issues. And this is the amazing story that I'm going to tell you now. There is something that everybody agree. I mean, doctors, healers, scientists. They all agree that without omega we cannot live. Omega-3 is a fatty acid that is an essential element. And when I say essential, I mean that our body does not know how to produce. So we have to take it by mouth. The main source of omega-3 and the most popular source of omega-3 is the omega-3 from fish oil, from the oceans. The way the fish oil is made is by fishing in the deep oceans with the very huge boats and nets and picking all the fish, including everything. When I say including everything, they don't discriminate. Last century, the heavy industries used a material, which is a chemical material called PCB, for maintaining transformators, and it doesn't disintegrate, it doesn't melt down unless you put it in 600 degrees Celsius. It was, on the 70s, it was found that people around these areas where they use the PCB had too much cancer and birth defects, and it was prohibited by law to use it anymore. So in the 70s they dumped it in the oceans. Example of what happens to a person who was poisoned with PCB and dioxin. This is ex-president Ushenko from Ukraine. A few years ago he almost died because his oppositors tried to kill him and poison him with PCB. The FDA put a regulation that since he knows and everybody knows that it's impossible to get fish oil clean 100% from PCB or mercury or heavy metals, they put a limit, and they said that it's possible and it's legal to sell fish oil when the label says that they have up to 90 nanograms of PCB. So guess what? Independent laboratories found that 3 out of 10 companies had more than 90 nanograms of PCB. In March 2010, were a few claims, legal claims, against companies, very known and famous companies that are selling fish oil, and that they claim in their labels that they are free of PCB or that they have less than 90 nanograms of PCB. So far, I shared about the global problem. Now I'm going to talk about the solution. In the state of Israel, the Volcani Institute found with Professor Nativ Dudai that 1 out of 2,400 different types of sage, which is called in English Clary Sage seeds, and in Latin Salvia Sclarea, and in Hebrew Marva Merushetet, was found the purest and most stable oil ever known on earth. The 50% of this oil is omega-3, and the other 50% is made of different elements, 100 of elements that are coming like a whole pharmacy inside the oil, like Q10, like 6 different types of E, vitamin E, and many other things like sclareol, etc. This made this specific omega-3 not just from a plant source, but also the most stable, the purest, and the one that holds about more than 2 years on room temperature. The opposite that happens with fish oil, flaxseed, or chia, which becomes rancid and oxidizes in a matter of minutes and sometimes seconds. The state of Israel decided to put a patent and filed a patent that is owned by the state of Israel. And a company named Marvalous purchased the royalties and the commercial rights to start in distributing this omega-3. Here we can see President Shimon Peres with Professor Nativ Dudai in the official opening of this company. The company incorporated Professor Shmuel Edelstein, who worked for Teva Pharmaceutical International known company. He's the one who invented the known medicine for osteoporosis called Alpha D3. He brought his knowledge and experience to this company, to Marvalous company, and he added to the omega-3 product another 5 different products that are all in a powder way, in a powder form. The powder comes in little convenient bags, and mostly important is calcium, because people have problems and difficulties in swallowing big huge calcium pills, and also once they swallowed it, it's very hard to dissolve and to digest. It gets stuck in the intestine for weeks and sometimes more. So as I said, on top of the omega-3 product, which is the king of the company, we have the queen of the company, the calcium powder, and then we have another 4 items, 4 products that are all, as I said, in powder form and little sachets. And you can see here we have the multivitamin, which includes all the complex of B, from B1 to B12, plus acai fruit and other fruits and many antioxidants. We have also the Attract, which is for losing weight. We have the Fiber Mass, which is for constipation. It has not just the best fibers, 3.2 grams of fiber, and also the probiotics for digestion. And we have the Winner powder sachet. This is an energy drink that you mix, again, as all the others, with water. And it's good for people who are tired, who needs to go to Vegas, for example, and needs to drive longer, and they want to be in focus. They have an exam in the college, and they want to be sure that they will be the whole night studying and be alert for the exam. These are the cases. This is not for taking every day, but for as needed. This amazing product was introduced to United States with FDA approval in November 2010. We have a $30 billion international global market that got to a dead end and need an alternative. We are the unique and only solution. We are the first and the pioneers in United States, in Chile, and all over the world. Please contact me for more information. Thank you for listening.